Again, this one's pretty simple as well. And really it looks like this. The little subheading is just adding zeros when you subtract. If I'm given a decimal subtraction problem, what is the handy-dandy little rule that we follow? Both adding and subtracting decimals, what do? Right? You line them up. So I end up looking like this. 0.3. By the way, with subtraction, the order matters. The first one given always has to go on top. Addition, it doesn't matter because you can add in any order. But subtraction, the first one given in the subtraction problem has to go on top. And then you subtract 0.15. Now this looks a little goofy to us because we're not used to not having all the things all line up there, and that's where this whole thing is. You can always, at the end of a decimal number, you can always add as many zeros as you need to fill in those spaces. So now it looks a little better because it's 0.30 minus 0.15, and then you just do your subtract it from there. Borrow from the 3, you get 10 over 5, which is 5. 1 from 2 is 1. Make sure you line up your decimals so your decimal goes there. You don't necessarily need that 0 in front of the decimal, but that's what the thing will look like there. Not too difficult? So what if you had this though? What if it was 0.6 minus 0.372? Again, same thing is true. People might be a little confused because this has a lot more digits than this does, but it doesn't matter. First one given has to go on top. 0.6 has to go on top, and then all the decimals line up from there. 0.372. You're going to need to add 2 zeros on the top of that. So when you do your subtraction, borrow from the 6, this becomes a 10, but you have to borrow from the 10, it becomes a 9, this becomes a 10, 2 from 10 is 8, 7 from 9 is 2, and 3 from 5 is 2. That should probably make and or excite you to no end. Let me give you one to do. How about this one? What if it's a whole number? What if it's this? What if it's 7 minus 0.85? Do we get scared when there's no decimal in 7? No, we fix the problem. What do we have to do with the number 7? Where do you put the decimal in the number 7? Isabel?
After the 7.
Yeah, after the 7. So it's going to look like this. 7 point. And since you know this has 2 digits after the decimal, you could just go ahead and do that. And then minus 0.85. Again, some of you still struggle with this whole borrow and carrying thing. You know, I always go all the way to the end and do this first. This becomes a 6. That makes this a 10, but I have to borrow from that 10. It makes that a 9. That makes this a 10. You end up with a 5, and a 1, and a decimal point, and you get 6. Give you a chance to do one. How about this one? 3 minus 0.04. 3 minus 0.04. Let's see what we get for an answer to that. 3 minus 0.04. Jen Rivers, what did we come up with? Oops. 2 point, what's that? I believe you're right, let's look over here, well, let's do it right here, 3.00 minus 0.04, borrow, make this a 10, this is a 9, make this a 10, 4 from 10 is 6, we get a 9, 2.96. Everybody's happy?
Yeah. Yep.